Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to share with you guys my go-to fall makeup look. Since today is the official first day of fall, I thought I would just share with you guys, my go-to look. And this is kind of the look that I wear day to day. I like to wear a darker lip with a more just like natural, neutral eye look and really pretty skin with like a really beautiful highlight, to make your skin look more perfected and slightly a little bit glowy. I just love a look like this for fall time. You can really change it up with the different lipstick colors. Like sometimes I'll wear a really, really dark lip like this. Other times I'll wear like a more like brick red, or even I'll do this look with like my Mochalicious, which is more of like a brown red kind of color. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how to do this makeup look, and Salem makes a little cameo appearance. He's back there in that chair in the hallway. Can you hear him? He looks like he's about to fall off the chair. But anyhow, if you guys would like to get ready with me and see how to do this makeup look, then just keep watching. Since this look is mostly about the lips, I am going to do my foundation and everything first. I know normally I save that until the end, but since we're not going to be doing much eyeshadow today and it's a more light eye look, I'm going to first do my skincare, and I'm just going to use my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Face Moisturizer and my Biore UV Aqua Rich Watery Essence in SPF 50+. This is my sunscreen. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this stuff on, and then I will come back. I am going to go ahead and moisturize my lips really well since I am going to be using a darker lip color today. I want to make sure that my lips are very hydrated. So I'm just using some of this Sugar Fresh, I think it's like the lemon. Yeah, Fresh Sugar Lemon Hydrating Lip Balm. And I really like this stuff. It's very moisturizing. It tastes and smells like lemons. For my primer, I actually picked up another, like a different one from Believe Beauty. This is their Pretty and Primed Stay Put Makeup Primer. I'm almost about to run out of this one. This is their hydrating primer. And they were sold out of this at the Dollar General I went to, so I picked this one up. And I have been enjoying this one so far. It's actually fairly moisturizing. I don't think it's quite as moisturizing as the hydrating one, but it still feels, it doesn't feel drying or anything like that. I don't know if I've noticed it making my foundation lasting any longer, but I need to test it with other foundations because I've just used it with the Believe Beauty foundation, and that foundation already lasts for a long time on me, so I need to use it with a foundation that maybe doesn't last as long on its own to see if this stuff helps. For my foundation, I'm going to be using, bet you guys couldn't guess, the Believe Beauty foundation, and I'm going to be mixing these two shades in Linen and Soft Beige. And I actually had to go and purchase a new soft beige because I had used the one previously completely up. So just shows how much I've been using this foundation. Like, I have not been able to put this stuff down since I started using it in the summer. So I'm just mixing those two up. And I think part of it too is I end up pumping way too much out because I'm trying to like mix the two shades. So, it's like I do a pump of one and a pump of the other, and I probably only need like a pump for my whole face. So maybe I need to start doing like a half of a pump. And then I'm just using my dampened Wet n Wild makeup sponge to blend out this foundation. But I just love this foundation. I know you guys are probably sick of me talking about it, but it is just such a pretty foundation. It's not too matte, it's not too dewy. It has good medium, and you can build it to full coverage. Got like a hair. And like I said, it lasts all day on me. I feel like it looks pretty natural for it being, a more like full coverage type of foundation. I just always love my skin with this foundation. Like when I was running out of the other one and I used I actually use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I mean, I do like that foundation, but I don't know if I like it as much as this stuff, because the day that I used that, I just didn't like my skin as much. But it could be because it's not, my skin isn't super dry yet, and usually that foundation I like better when my skin is really dry. For my concealer, I'm using my Revlon Candid concealer, and this is in shade Vanilla. And I'm just going to put that underneath my eyes, and I'm going to use this for like my eyeshadow kind of primer today. This is also just a favorite concealer. It's a good medium coverage, hydrating concealer that doesn't settle into like fine lines. So I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques Mini Miracle Complexion Sponge, and I'm just gonna blend that out on my eyelids. I didn't really watch the video, but I just saw like the thumbnail of the video of like Kathleen Lights comparing concealer to eyeshadow primer. And in her little thumbnail, it looked like the concealer worked better than the primer. So I need to watch her video and see what she has to say about that, because I'm kind of curious. Have any of you guys watched her video on that? I'm going to use a little bit more of this concealer down my nose and kind of around my mouth. I like to kind of make the center of my face just slightly a little lighter. Okay, and then I'm going to set everything. And I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable and my Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder for my under eyes. And I'm just going to use my e.l.f. powder brush to set the powder. Or I guess I should say to set my foundation with the powder. And this is just seriously one of my favorite looks to wear in the fall. It's just a really quick and easy go-to look. And then, like I said, I'm just going to use my under eye setting powder from Becca. And I'm also going to use just a little bit of that powder, like just kind of brush the leftovers up on my eyelids. I'm going to go ahead and do my brows. And I'm just going to use my Benefit Gimme Brow. This is in, got a little bit excess on the brush. This is in the color shade 3. And usually what I do is I will comb this through my brows, and then after it dries, I'll go back with the Precisely My Brow from Benefit and just fix any areas where it needs to be, you know, more uniform with my eyebrows so they look similar. And then I'm gonna wipe this foundation off my lips and apply some more of this just because I got foundation on my lips. And I know this is probably gross, but I just get the Q-tip wet and then I just go around and wipe off that excess foundation. And then I'm going to add some more of this to make sure that my lips stay hydrated. I don't know what's going on with the cats today, but they're meowing. They're in there with Josh, but I don't understand why he's like upset. Salem's like crying. Let me go check on him.
Salem, buddy, what's wrong with you?
Okay, I don't know why Salem was crying. Josh said he didn't know why, but I don't know. He's just like that sometimes. He likes to like talk in the mornings. So now that my brow gel is dried, I'm just going back with the Precisely My Brow, and this is in the same shade in 3. And whoops, like usually where my brows need to be kind of evened out is this one has a little bit more of an arch right there. than the other one. So I usually try to even that out. And then this one is a little bit more sparse in through here than the other brow. And then, okay, I think that looks a little bit more even. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do like the rest of my face makeup, and then we'll kind of save the eyes for the end, which sometimes it's almost better for me to do my lips first so I know how much bronzer and stuff to put on. So maybe I'll do that. I've been debating on what lip color I'm gonna wear because I do this look with different fall lipsticks that I have, like darker fall lipsticks. So like I said, I'm debating the shade that I want to wear today. I think I'm gonna go full blown like super dark lip today. So I'm gonna wear the Wet n Wild Cherry Bomb. And I want to show you guys like what lip liner that I like to pair with that lipstick. And honestly, with a lot of my really dark berry, cherry type of lipsticks, this is the lip liner that I like to use, like deep plum wine colors. Let me wipe these swatches off. And then I'm going to remove, I know I feel like I just put that on, but I'm going to remove that lip conditioner, lip balm off of my lips. So I'm just first lining my lips with the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Lip Liner in Plum Partner. And with this step, you want to be like super precise. And then next I'm going in with Cherry Bomb. I felt like Miranda sings when I was putting that on because I was trying to get it in there, and I feel like that's a face she makes, like, oh. And now I have it on my teeth. So the way I go about that is I kind of do that, or sometimes you can like go like this and it'll wipe it off of the inside of your lips, so you won't get it on your teeth as much. I will link down below my video on my favorite fall lipsticks. So like I said, I like to do this makeup look with all of those different lipsticks and just feel like, you know, it's really nice to pair a really dark lip with a more just like not very heavy eye makeup look, and it looks really good together. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and bronze. And first, I'm gonna use my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in Sunkissed. And I'm going to use my Morphe M530 brush at first. And I'm gonna kind of use this as like a contour bronzer. This is a little bit more like cool and neutral toned. And then if I want to like warm my face up a little more to give it a little bit more color, I'll go in with like another bronzer that's a little bit more like warm toned and bronze with that one a little more. Because just depending, like I said, with like a really dark lipstick look, it can have a tendency to want to wash you out and make you look a little bit more, I guess, like goth. I mean, if that's the look you're going for, then, you know, don't bronze up as much. But I don't want to look too washed out. So I'm just gonna get my hair out of the way. And I'm just bronzing up around my hairline. I always have like these random like baby hairs like around my face that just get in the way when I'm trying to bronze, or they just get in my face. And then I do like to kind of bronze up my jawline, and I'll definitely bronze up my neck, because my neck is always a lot more pale than the rest of me. And then I'm going to bronze up the sides of my nose. And if you're curious about what nail polish color I have on, because it kind of pairs well with like my lipstick, this is a Revlon nail polish. I don't know if they still make it anymore. It's called Velvet Rope, and it was from their Color Stay like nail polish line. But I know Wet n Wild has a nail polish that's similar to this that's called Left Marooned. So that might be another option. Now, to kind of warm my face up, I'm going to go in with a more like warm bronzer. And I know that Wet n Wild doesn't make this anymore. Well, they do, but they reformulated it, repackaged it. Like, it's kind of a little bit different than this. But this is their old school Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. And I just love this. It's a very nice warm toned bronzer. So I'm just going to use that since I have it, and it's one of my favorites still. Which I know some of you guys probably still have this bronzer in your collection. But just any more of a warm tone bronzer will work. And I know my eyes like look a little light right now. We'll balance that out here in a minute. I'll probably pop a little bit of bronzer on my eyelids. That's usually what I do with this look. So what I'm gonna do, let me grab a blending brush. I'm just going to use my Morphe M518, and I'm going to get a little bit of that Wet n Wild bronzer and Ticket to Brazil. And I'm just going to lightly blend it in my crease just to add a little bit of a shadow, a little bit of definition, but it's still going to look very natural. And I'm not going to zoom in for this because this is literally all I'm going to do, and I might pop like a brow bone highlight on. So just blend it in the crease. And I'm going to use a little bit of the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer as well. So just pop both of those in the crease. I was like, if I have any lipstick on my teeth in this tutorial, I apologize, but whatever. Okay, and then I might take just a little bit of this bronzer, probably the Milani Silky Matte, and I'm just going to smudge just a little bit of this on my lower lash line just to give it a little bit of a shadow. Like, it's so faint that you don't really even notice it, but it does just create a little bit of something there. And then for my brow bone highlight, I'm just using my Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit, and I'm going to use the highlight shade. I'm just going to prop that. I'm just going to pop that or just place that on my brow bone. And I'm just using my e.l.f. defining eye brush, just like an angled brush. And I'm also going to put some of that here in my inner corner. Just going to open up the eye a little bit. For my blush, just depending on how I'm feeling, sometimes I might just not really even use a blush necessarily and just bronze up some more. Like that. But I think today I want to use a little bit of like a more reddish blush just to add like a little bit of flesh to my cheeks. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Cherry Highlight and Blush Palette. But like another good blush I like to use for that is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Natural Beauty. I might use that one. I don't know. Either one of those give you like that really pretty like flushed cheek. I guess I'm going to use the Urban Decay Cherry Naked Cherry palette. And I'm just getting a little bit of that blush. You don't need a lot because you just want it to look naturally flushed. And I'm just using my Wet n Wild blush brush, or angled blush brush. And I might actually grab just a little bit of the natural, whoa, see what I'm saying? That blush is really intense. That one's a little bit more pigmented, I think, than the Urban Decay one. So it's like you don't want to look, I feel like I kind of went a little overboard. So I'm just gonna go back with a little bit of what was left on my sponge to kind of tone that down. You don't want your cheeks to be too much because you don't want it to take away too much from the lips, or you know what I mean, like it's too much of a similarity. Now for the highlight on the face, I want something that's going to really stand out. I'm debating between my Laura Mercier highlights, because I do like to use that one a lot when I do looks like this, or my Ofra Pillow Talk, because this is a very intense highlight. I might use, I hate that this highlight, I dropped it once recently and now it's like kind of crumbling. Ugh, it's so annoying. I'm gonna just use the smallest amount of this, and I got that on my Real Techniques contour brush. This is a very intense highlight, so a little bit goes a very long way. But you want, I might kind of mix this with a Laura Mercier, but with this look, you want it to look like your skin is just very, kind of like Snow White type of look. Like where your skin just looks really like porcelain, or just really like airbrushed like. So I find like really adding a intense highlight kind of helps to mimic that look. But yeah, this highlight is very intense. Just gonna try to buff that out a little bit, and I might go back with my sponge. Kind of make sure it's blended. Sometimes I'll even get a mirror and check from the side, just make sure everything is kind of blended well. I think I may have gotten slightly a little heavy-handed with my bronzer today. Looks like it might be a little too much. Okay. And then before I do my mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and mist my face just to lock everything on and make sure everything's gonna last well. And I'm just gonna use my Urban Decay All Nighter. And then I'm just going to let that dry. And then once that dries, I'll come back and show you guys how I'm gonna finish out the eyes, like what you can do. Once the setting spray dries, I do kind of like to go back with a little bit more powder. I just use like the little sponge that comes with this powder, and I get just a little bit more powder on this sponge and kind of, sorry, my camera just cut off, and I just press it into the skin right here. This is just going to help to mattify like your pores right there in the front. So it's like I want my face to look dewy, but not like right here in the center. Just because I find that that really emphasizes my pores, and I don't really like that look. I know I kind of go in my phases where I really like everything to look super hot, like super dewy, but recently I haven't been liking that area of my face being super dewy, so just kind of press that in there. With this last step, if you do not have really long lashes, you could always apply some false lashes, and that's really going to add some drama. I feel like my eyebrows being weird today. Sometimes I feel like I hold my eyes weird, and this one looks like super like curved, where this one is just laying there. It's like, I don't have Botox, but it's like this eyebrow is Botox and can't move, and then this one is just like moving like crazy. I don't know why. It always drives me insane when I go to edit my videos, so Sorry about that, I got completely sidetracked. But yeah, it can really like make this look. So if you want to go, you know, a little bit of an extra step and add false lashes, you could totally do that. But I'm not going to do that. I mean, you guys know that I use a lash growth serum from Grande Lash. It's called Grande Lash MD. It's from Grande Cosmetics. And that stuff really makes your lashes grow super long. So my lashes are pretty long naturally from using that stuff. So I'm just going to curl my lashes up, and I'm just using my Tarte eyelash curler. And then once I get these puppies curled up, then I'm just going to apply a lot of mascara. And I may use a combo of these two mascaras. I'm going to first go in with my Maybelline Lash Sensational. This one is kind of getting to the point where I need to buy a new one because it's kind of getting a little bit used up and dried out. So that's why I've been kind of combining these two, because it's kind of like sometimes I need to go in with the flower one to make the Maybelline one work since it's getting dried up. So I need to put that on my list of things to get. But I'm just going to apply a lot of mascara to my upper and lower lashes, and then I'll come back and show you guys what the final look is like. I'm in the middle of doing my mascara, but I'll let Salem come in. He's being a little whiny butt today.
Do you want to say hi to the people?
Do you want to say hi? You probably can't even see him because I got a black shirt on and so he's so black. Let's see if we can say hi. Say hi. Say hi. What you been up to? How come you're fussing? How come you're being fussy? Huh? Why are you being a fussy buddy? Why are you fussing? Huh? What's wrong with you? No. You poor little guy. Oh, you need some lovins. Why are you snorting? No, I probably got cat hairs all over my face. But here is the completed look. And I opened the door because Salem was being a little crybaby. Salem. Salem. Well, he's in that chair back there, but you can't really, he can't really see him. But I really like just a look like this for the fall time. It really is just like my go-to look when I'm wanting to do like a dark lip, but I don't want much going on with my eyes. I feel like this eye over here, like I lost a few lashes, like they just shedded here in the front, because you know how your lashes go through, you know, you lose lashes, you grow lashes all the time. And so this side, it's like shorter than this side. It's kind of driving me nuts. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up or let me know down in the comments. And if you are new or if you haven't subscribed yet, please be sure to subscribe. Make sure you click the bell to turn on your notifications so you will know as soon as I post a new video. But I hope that you guys have I feel like I said that weird. I hope that you guys have a great first day of fall. I'm hoping that it's gonna feel like fall today. I mean, obviously I have filmed this video, like I pre-recorded it, and the week that I'm filming this, it's gonna be like in the 90s this week. So hopefully here in a couple of weeks, on today, the first day of fall, it will actually feel like fall. But yeah, I hope this got you guys in the fall mood, and I hope that you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye-bye. Mwah. And Salem says bye-bye too. He's back there.